What's up, everyone? How are you doing today? Happy Friday, happy Friday. This is Jeremiah Davis, the funding coach. I am coming to you live with Black Label Friday. Black Label Friday. I'm talking about Black Label CRM. If you're not familiar with the Black Label CRM, you need to be because it's changing a lot. It's changing the game. Black Label CRM is a um, automated business credit and funding white label software. Do you want to be a loan broker? Do you want to supply business credit services to your community, to your clientele? Do your clients need to pay you and they need access to capital and or credit for your services? So this is a good software to add to your current packages, right, or services to extend or be able to provide your clients with the necessary things that they need so their business thrives, but also to pay you for your services. Okay. So if you're not familiar, go to blacklabelcrm.com and check it out, or you can go to the YouTube channel and watch some of the previous lives, demos, and things like that, different features of the software. I'm just trying to tell as many people about the software as possible. I think it's amazing. It's there's nothing else out there on the market, and we have so many amazing updates that are coming out in conjunction with what we already have that it's going to be, literally mind blowing, mind blowing. So currently, we use the honor system to collect the client's credit information. In the near future, we will have direct imports of the FICO 8 score and 2 business credit scores to enable you guys to generate an unsecured funding report based off the data that's imported from the personal credit bureaus of the 3 scores, 3 FICO 8 scores, and 2 of the business credit monitoring or agency scores. Experian Business and DNB, I believe, are the 2 that we're going to be getting into the software for. There is an additional cost, but you just pass on that cost. I think it's going to be around $50. But if you're paying anywhere from 25 to 35 bucks just for the 3 bureau report, and then each of those business credit bureaus, they charge anywhere from 100 to 50 to 100 bucks for a month for the business credit reports. But included in that, you'll get 3 FICO scores and 2 business scores. The 2 business scores will be able to assist you in evaluating your client's business fundability, as well as their credibility based off their personal credit scores, which gives you the more information you can guide them and lead them to repairing their credit for loan purposes and business credit purposes, but also to prop up their business. I mean, the whole idea around business credit, and I say this a lot, is business credit doesn't equal business cash or business loans. Business credit is designed for a business to build their business credit, to access things their personal credit isn't designed to get them. Okay, your personal credit isn't designed to get you a fleet of box trucks, a fleet of tractor trailers, a fleet of dump trucks, or food trucks, or whatever the case may be. Your personal credit is designed for personal needs, cars, houses, appliances, things of that nature. They want to extend you personal lines of credit so you can buy the things you need for your personal life. Business credit, which generally gives you, 3 to 5 times higher limits on these things that you need for your business, right? And it's not a one-off. You don't just get business credit, get a certain score, and then you can use that to get whatever you think you want, or a business loan, right? But to continue to build upon it, so you can get larger lines of credit, vendor accounts, and access to more funding options, right? There are more funding options available with good personal credit, good business credit, strong business credit, and good business finances. You get all three of the pieces to the puzzle, and your business should thrive and continue to thrive, right? And also to keep the operating capital of your business in the bank as long as possible, right? The reason you want to keep your operating capital in the account for as long as possible is to make your business look more cash secure, right? So if you got $50,000 a month coming into your business and $50,000 a month going out of your business, your most likely bank will be like, you might not be able to afford the loan because every dime coming in is going out. But if you're able to, say, purchase the supplies and things that you need on business credit on a net 30, 60, 90, 120-day term or revolving trade line, right, that you can pay the minimum payments, or, you don't have to pay it all off at once, and get these things on a regular recurring monthly basis, then the $50,000 is coming out, only $10,000 or $15,000 is going out. So you're storing up, and then next thing you know, 4, 5, 6 months down the road, your daily balance is $100,000, right? Because you're not spending every dime coming in. Now the bank is more likely to give you the cash that you need because you can afford it. Okay, so understanding the purpose of business credit and how to utilize it to leverage and access more lines of credit and more funding, right? So you can have more business, more clients, more employees, more equipment, more locations. This is the concept. This is what you're going to do. This is what you want to help your clients do, right? So that's what Black Label CRM assists you with doing in a very automated way, extremely automated way, right? So what I'm going to show you is the client portal, right? And the client portal, right? You can resell the software, right, to your clients, and they get access to the client portal, and there's an automated business credit building system, right? All they have to do is follow the steps in the system, right? And if you sell the DIY alone, it's hands off for you. But if you also sell the VIP package, there's no difference in either version for the client. Only difference is the VIP client is expecting access to you or to a coach that you have assigned to them, if it's an employee or a virtual assistant or something like that. So if you can outsource the coaching, the VIP coaching, and get a higher price point for the VIP client, right? And then they can be walking the clients through the steps. But I just want to make it perfectly clear: both clients get access to the same information. All right, the same client portal is no different. Only difference is the client that's going to pay for the VIP is paying you several $1,000s more for access to the same information, but also access to you, right? And personally, for my VIP clients, I do a 1 20-minute phone call once a week for the first 6 months, and then once a month for the 6th to the 12th month. And then after the 12th month, I'm done, right? After the week, once a week for the first 6 months, because that's when they're in the building process, right? I want to make sure they get all appropriate trade lines they need for their business, not the trade lines they don't need, but the trade lines that they do need for their business that they can utilize month after month. Why? Just like with other credit cards, the more they use them, the more they pay them, the higher the limits, right? That you might start off with $2,000 or $3,000 limit, but then it's going to get 10,000. It's going to be 5,000, and 10,000, and 25,000, right? Now, having those high limit credit cards or vendor accounts on the business credit report is going to make your client or the business owner look more bankable, look more credible. Okay, so this is the type of information that you want to extend or teach your clients that are VIP clients. You want them to understand how to utilize business credit to benefit their business and to grow, right? Because it changes the dynamic. and you got the solid business credit, solid cash flow, right? You got a large daily average balance in the business bank account, then you can go to a commercial leasing, person and lease a property on business credit for a year without coming out of pocket. You know, you can go to a business dealership and get the vehicles you need for your business and hire the staff you need to run that equipment. Okay. And this goes across the gamut. I don't care if you're, like I said, a restaurant, a food truck, a gym, tow truck, dump truck business, tractor trailer owner operator. This blueprint, this template applies to all businesses. Okay. All businesses need employees. All businesses have a product or service they need to be delivered. There's all businesses have customers that they need to service. And the more customers they can service, the larger the business gets. Okay. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Okay. The wheel's already invented and it works just fine the way it is. Leave it alone. Okay. Just leave it alone. All right. Adding to it, right? And if you look at the car, right, came from the steam and the horse and buggy to the steam to the Model T. Now we got Lambos, right? But the wheels the same. The wheels the same. Okay, so the mechanic, it takes some type of fuel to make it go. That's the same, but now we have these luxury cars. Um, you know, but it's still a car. Okay, so my whole concept behind that is focus on what you do well. Focus on what you do well and how your product or service can help the next person. If you can help somebody solve a problem, you can be a successful business person by selling that information or that product or that service to the people that need it and the people who want it. All right. And most likely there are people out there that want it. Some of them don't know they want it yet, but that's your job, is to let them know how much this product or service is going to benefit their life, like I'm doing now. Black Label CRM is going to benefit your life. Black Label CRM is going to help you create more revenue, right, by providing business loans to your clients as well as building a business credit in the most automated system on the market today. That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. Okay. Now, what if that's going to assist your current business model and your current clientele? Great. That's all. I'm all for it. Or are you just want to be a loan broker? You want to be a loan broker and a business credit expert and supply quality business credit services that are lender compliance, that are based on what lenders and creditors are looking for. Then you can get the software and be a standalone business consultant, providing business credit and business funding to your community of business owners or entrepreneurs, startups, what have you. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in to the client portal. And so I can show you how the client will walk through these steps on their own, whether they're DIY or they're VIP clients, and then how you can visualize and see their progress through the admin portal, right? So you can keep abreast to their activities, what they did do, what they didn't do. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Give you a quick demo. Choose to share. All right. Here we go. Okay. Let's. Okay. So this is the client dashboard on their Black Label CRM. Now, I don't have a lot of clients in this because this is the brand that just sells the software. I use the software over here under my Business Funding Now brand. So I'm providing the same services as well, using the same software for my loan brokerage and business credit company, Business Funding Now. Okay. So, but I'm going to show you the Black Label version and I'm going to flip back and forth between. So right here, I'm in the client portal. I'm in the client portal of the Black Label. Okay. So right here, I can see in step one of lender compliance, how many items are completed and how many need to be completed. And so on with step two and three, four, five, and six, right? And then over here are all those steps. So under lender compliance, step one, well, they click on lender compliance. Let's see what they see. So now they're going to see a checkbox of items that in the lender compliance protocol that we want to see all green check boxes, right? And we have the video avatar to explain this step. See, short and sweet. Each one of these are less than 3 minutes long and explain the step in great detail. Remember, we're in the client portal, so the clients are seeing this when they log in to the client portal, right? They'll see your logo up here, your domain, right? Their business name, and then their name here. And then we have their, account, their subscription, right? If you have a subscription, and as well as their help desk ticket that they can submit help desk questions to you, right? When they submit a help desk ticket, it comes to your email, but also goes into the software in the admin portal. And you can go to the help desk section in the admin portal, pull that ticket up, and respond to that ticket directly from the software. Okay, so that we thought of that. Okay, then the next step they're going to go here. They can just click on, entity filing, or they can click save and continue. Right now, the next step is uh, becoming bankable. So it's very short and detailed what they need to do here. So on this step, we're explaining to them why they need to choose an entity, an LLC, C Corp, S Corp, what have you, right? If they're in a specialty groups, they need a special, like a LLP or something, a medical practice, a CPN, a law firm, some things like that. But then also we have these vendors, these incorporation vendors that you can partner with, right? There's 10 in each category in the lender compliance section. You will partner with four that you're choosing, and then put your affiliate link in that button. So when they click on this button, it's your affiliate link that's going to that company so they can sign up to get their services incorporated. Okay. Then the next step is your business name trademark infringement database. By clicking this button, it takes them directly to the government site so they can see if there's any other business name similar or identical to theirs that is already trademarked. And the reason they want to do that is so they don't violate somebody else's trademark and get sued. I mean, they might have to modify their business name. Okay, so that I'm showing you that to show you that everything is here. The resource to complete the step is right here. That's why you can do it in a do-it-yourself DIY version. And then we have a link to the foreign corporation filing, right? So if they're incorporated in one state, like Delaware or Nevada or Wyoming, you know, um, then but they live in Georgia or Florida or Texas, and that's where they're actually running their business, they should have a foreign corporation filing so they can do business in the state that they're not technically incorporated in, and you provide that resource here. And as usual, the video avatar. short and sweet. Then they answer these questions and click save and continue, right? Now, as they're answering these questions, it's like my internet's acting hinky. Hold on. There we go. As they're answering these questions, their success scan updates. So these become green checks instead of red X's. Okay. And then if they go back to the dashboard, they can update that success scan. And if you don't know what the success scan is, I'm going to explain it to you, but you can go back and watch the previous videos. So all your clients, excuse me, should come in through the success scan. This is your ultimate lead gen. The more success scans you get, the more clients you get that convert to a paying client. The success scan, it takes less than 2-3 minutes tops for them to complete, and it's just basic information, no sensitive information like date of birth, social security numbers, or bank logins, nothing like that. Excuse me. It's just the things that are already public record, right? Business name, business address, business phone number, business website, business email. Then some of the other things is average monthly revenue. What is your credit score? And that is from a drop down box, 3 drop down boxes, one for each bureau: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Excuse me. Right? And then the system takes that data, and then it's going to go check another 150 points of data online, public record, and match them up. A beautiful thing about it is if the business already has trade lines, it's checking the business credit bureaus to see what other trade lines they have. So when they get the scan back, let's go ahead and take a look at the scan. Let's see. Scan results. Okay, so here's the scan, right? So this particular business is one of my businesses, pre-qualifies for what? 8, 9, 10. Let's see, that's 5, 9 different business loans. So hypothetically, when I get this scan in that 2 to 3 minutes once they complete it, I can get on the phone, call the client, and say, hey, we got you pre-approved for 9 different business loans. Let's go ahead and get you one, right? Revenue base, eat low-hanging fruit, go right into get 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 for their business in a few days. Okay. And then you get commission on. Yeah, you make commission on. Okay. And then this is just these business details. Okay. How many years in business? Yada, yada, yada. Right. See right here. So the system picked up that this business already has 2 business trade lines. Right. Then you have your credit score, bank, all these just questions on the scan. Right. Then it's verifying that data, and it's saying that this is a business address. This is a business phone number. It's not a cell phone number. The system is verifying the addresses and phone numbers of all the website. It's not verifying the income. It's not verifying the credit score. This is the honor system, right? But when I told you when we're going to have that 3 bureau FICO 8 score and 2 credit scores, it's going to enhance that. You'll be able to import those and verify them in real time that the credit that they gave you is the actual credit score that they actually have, and then that will help you do the UBF, unsecured business funding estimator, that's in the software too, right? Okay. Then we go back. We can edit the scan here. So as things are being updated, we can go back in here and say, okay, now we got this thing completed. We got these things updated. We can change these things. And then or the client can, or you can. Okay. So because you can log in as a client and watch and see and walk them through. So for your VIP clients, that's what I recommend. That when you're doing a coaching call, you log into the client portal with your client and say, okay, this is the step you're on. This is the step you need to complete. Go ahead and log into, go ahead and go to that step in the software, and click on the resource and complete the step. Okay. So let's go back. So we got business location, right? So here are the vendors that you partner with that you're going to get paid on, right? And when they need a virtual office. This is the tested system right here. It says tested, and it's testing that the phone number and the address are business related. Okay. This is what's the title. This is me. So then I'm just going to click save and continue, right? And don't forget the video avatar explains the step. Next step is having a business phone number. If you don't have a business phone number or that business phone number isn't registered as a business number, you need to do that. Or if you need one, here are vendors that you partner with, and you can do that. Then what you want to do is make sure you're listing your business, right? The NAP validation, name, address, phone number that's listed with a National 401 directory. How do you do that? In the client portal, here's the link to the National 401 database. All they got to do from here is choose the business type they're in and then put in their data, right? And then it's going to have a verification. Call me with the spoken code, call me, but I have auto attended, right, or extension. And then once you do that verification, then it's added to the National Foreign Directory, and you can close it and as can complete it. And then that step is done, and you move on to the next step. Okay, that's it. That's it. I don't know why this button is pinky. Let's see. So then the next step is website. Okay, making sure you have a website. All right, you don't have a website, here are vendors you can partner with. Okay, here's some email, got some broken images. I have to talk to my IT people about getting that fixed. Okay, but let me go ahead and jump over here to the business funding now. So now I go in here and I go to my members section and I can click on search members or member search. And see here, I got 22 people in here that completed the scan. Then I can go over here and I can go to pre-qualified and click on the search. And now I got 106 people to pre-qualify for a loan that I can focus on. I can market to, I can email, I can have my staff call them and get them into a loan. And then when I go into one of the records, I'm not going to go into one of those because I don't want to show you nobody else's business. I'm going to show you my business, right? So I can go to my company and click on the client portal, right? And here this is where I will log in as user, but I can go right over here to the member coaching CRM, and I can scroll down and see what's completed. Well, it's got a green check. If you got a red X, oh, you got to complete this. You didn't complete this. You need to complete that, right? And then the business credit bureaus, you got to set up your business credit or the vendor accounts, all in the loans that you pre-qualified for. So now let me focus on this. Let me focus on getting you some business credit cards, getting you a business term loan, getting you an SBA loan, getting you a secured funding. And where am I going to get that funding? We're going to go down to the funding section, and we're going to go to the 200 direct lenders. And then we're going to choose the revenue-based loans that you pre-qualified for, right? Where is that? There it is. Boom. Now I got 10 lenders that I've already partnered with that I can send this client's loan application to and get them their funding and get my commission. Okay, so this is what you're going to get with the Black Label CRM. This is the type of stuff you're going to get with the Black Label CRM, right? Automated business credit builder, loan applications, banks, credit card companies. We got 244 credit card companies in there, 200 lenders in there, over 3,000 business credit vendors in there that you can be making money on all these things by providing these services. Now, I ain't even gonna go into all of the other tools we have. But you know what? Well, I am. Let me go ahead and go in. And we got a marketing section, right? Here are 15 different marketing tools to help you generate more clients. Get them to that success scan. We know if you do nationwide marketing and you get able to get 100 scans a month, you will get 25 of those to pre-qualify for funding, right? We know that. That's a proven, a data-driven fact. But if you focus on local SEO, that 25% goes up to 50%. All right. So if you live in a major metropolitan area, I'm from Chicago. If I run this local SEO for business credit, business funding, and get ranked on page one in the Chicagoland area, um, I can put sure I will get more than 100, and I know I will get more than 50 pre-qualified. But if you live, like, say, in a smaller metropolitan area, not as big as Chicago, say Peoria, Illinois, for me, I'm in Tampa now. Tampa's pretty big, not big as Chicago. Orlando, somewhere with 200,000 or 300,000 people, 500,000 people, and there's probably 7, 8, 10,000 businesses in that area, that county, or you can go statewide, you know but you want to shorten your demographic, because you're going to get more quality leads. It's going to be less competition than on a nationwide. Nationwide marketing is a shotgun approach. Targeted local marketing is more accurate, and you get better quality clientele. That's what the data shows. Okay. And then we have local listing SEO services right here in the marketing tool. So these companies can help you with your marketing and ranking of the SEO in your local market area. Okay. So that's just one thing. We have training here. We have training on lender compliance, live coaching, credit optimization, funding programs, business success, promotional messages, unbranded ebooks, white label ebooks, closing remarks. So we have, and then we have the financing here, where you have, this is a 10K. How do you do a 10K? Make $10,000 per client. Then we have this finance and credit expert training. We have the credit-based funding programs. These programs are all based on credit score, personal credit score. All right, they're business loans, but you need good personal credit. Asset-based loan programs. These loans, no credit is required, but the asset becomes the collateral, and that's what you're lending against. Equipment programs, these are equipment funding options, right? You can get equipment leasing and financing, or you can use your equipment for collateral, or you can do tractor trailer financing, right? And list of supporting documents. You have your 200 direct lenders. You got your 244 credit card companies that are color coded by credit score that you can lead your clients to get to apply for the right credit cards that they will pre-qualify for, right? We have a step-by-step playbook, and we have a packaging workflow tutorial, and then we have these sample documents. The sample documents is your client application, your funding agreement, your do's and don'ts in financing, your non-disclosure agreement, your financial programs certification, short application form, business funding document checklist, right? This is a supporting document checklist, credit card authorization form, e-check authorization form. So we have all these things in the software ready to go. And then on each step, we've added the video avatar as well as a white label training video for that particular step. Okay. So we put everything in here that you need to be successful. All right. Do I have any questions? Any questions? Listen, as usual, I am going to encourage you to schedule a live demo. I don't know why people always try to text and call me doing live, but that's how it goes. All right. So I'm gonna populate the schedule, trying to locate the UBF funding estimator. Okay, here it is. Okay. Well, first thing you're gonna do is go to your manage members, right? And then you're going to here's the training for it right here, right? So there's a video training and the video avatar training, all right? But if you're looking for a particular client that you may have, you go to that client's record, right? Pull the client up, and then it's the last tab in the client profile. It says UBF funding estimator, okay? And then here, which you watch the training videos, all right? But you want to be on the phone with the client and ask these particular questions, right? Once you get to the end, you save, and then you generate the report. And then it populates as a PDF at the bottom of the screen, or wherever your PDFs populate, and then you will have a score-driven funding estimator. Now, this is not an exact science. This is based on the honor system, if they're answering those questions correctly and accurately, and a guideline to the possible funding ranges they can get. Okay, and it's really a glorified marketing tool, help you close more deals. But if all information is accurate, then you should be able to get them the funding in these ranges. Now we have business only financing. This is corporate only financing, but to qualify for that, they have to meet those qualifications. That information is in here as well, right? And that would be in the client portal and under credit. So we'll go vendor accounts. So you click about vendor accounts, and then here you have your tiered programs, right? But that type of funding is a tier 4 funding program, and they need at least 10 business trade lines reporting to DNB and TransUnion. They need to have one trade line of $5,000 plus or limit or more. They need to have an 80 plus PAYDEX score, 76 plus intelligence score in business for 2 years minimum, and 2 years of tax returns and business financials, P&Ls, balance sheets, things like that. And then they need to have a low 5 bank rating score, right? And then if you want to know what the low 5 bank rating score, you can go back up to the credit optimization, and I'm sorry, it's under lender compliance. Under lender compliance, and it's on bank your bank ratings, and then here we provide you a diagram of how they calculate the bank rating score, or what the bank rating is. Right, a low 5 means your daily average business checking balance is $10,000 or more. Okay, and then here are some services that you can check bank rating scores by these are electronic, synchronizing up with the bank account and then verifying the deposits and the balances to get the bank rating scores. But banks can check this in seconds, like a credit report. All right, but they need to have a low 5 bank rating score for a lot of the better business term loans. But also in the client in the admin section, if you go to the financing section and you go to the 10K per client, I think it's here, or maybe I got it wrong. It's in the financing credit expert section. Okay, so here's the full corporate only, business only financing, no PG profile, right? 10 reporting trade lines, 70 plus, a PAYDEX or intelligence score, right? 80 on PAYDEX, 76 on intelligence score, but it needs to be reporting on 3 of the business credit bureaus. You got Equifax business, Experian business, and DNB or Credit Safe. Right, they need to have all 20 items of lender compliance completed. They need to have that low 5 bank rating score. They need to have established comparable credit. Right, I teach a lot about this. While they're building the business credit, they need to build a comparable credit. Right, and we show you how to do that with a CD, certification of deposit. Right, a secure CD that will report and act like a business line of credit. Once you have that secured one, you can get more that are unsecured, right? And then we have several of those, and you're only paying interest on money that you use. So if you don't use them, you look really good. And if they see other financial institutions trust you, then they can trust you as well. Did I stop sharing? I sure did. I stopped sharing. My bad. All right, let me go back over that real quick. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let me go. What was that? Okay, so here, all right, once you go to the client file, it's the last tab for the UBF funding estimator. You be on the phone, watch the training videos on the phone, and answer these questions with the client. If they're accurate, you save, and then you click generate report. The report will come down here as a PDF, and then, like I said, it's a glorified marketing tool. But if they have all these things, for corporate only financing, what I was explaining is there is a certain protocol that needs to be met. Okay, and that protocol is under here with your finance and credit expert, and then this is the PDF that pops up, and the very first tab is um, your corporate only financing, and this is the protocol, right? And if you go back to this, all right, under lender compliance, under bank rating, you have the bank rating chart. Under business building credit, and you hit the about vendor credit tab. You have your tier sections and the tier 4 section. The tier 4 section is for credit cards, but also for um, uh, corporate only financing. So this is the blueprint. Okay. And then if you go back to the client file, you just got to match it up. You got to make sure your client meets the profile, right? And here's the extended profile for corporate only financing or that business only financing from the report, right? So they need to have all these, and I was explaining about the building comparable credit, right? And then on the client portion, we do have that down here, no, up here, right? So we have a tab here about building comparable credit. So it's explained in the client portal with the video avatar. And then we also have a list of banks that supply these secure business CDs that convert into a business line of credit that will report to business credit bureaus. And you get the first one secured, and then you can get more unsecured with other banks. And you only pay interest on the money that you use. But when you go to another bank or you apply for that type of loan, corporate only financing, and they have those 10 trade lines reporting, they have the comparable credit, they have the Lo-Fi bank rating score, they have the Intelligent and Paydex business credit score, and they have 3 business credit profiles, then you can do corporate only financing. Okay? But don't get stuck on that, because there's plenty of financing that does not meet doesn't is not based on business credit or on that comparable credit. It's just based on credit, personal credit, and business income. That's how most financing is done. All right, most funding is still contingent on good personal credit and good business income. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Cannot see the screen. Cannot see it. Yeah. Okay. I got that fixed. Sorry, guys. All right. All right. So I'm stop sharing. And do I have any questions? And I'm going to give you the appointment link so you guys can schedule a demo if you ever haven't already. For you guys who already have the software, there is a business funding course certification coming out. There is a business credit certification coming out. There is a digital software demo coming out. And there's also software training uh, course coming out. In hopefully the next month or two, those courses will be available, all digital on demand. If you're already purchased software, you'll get copies of these. Because quite frankly, I'm so busy doing funding and running the other companies, I don't have time to do one-on-one funding coaching for you guys. The funding certification course will have the 20 different business loans in the software, and then probably another month or so after that, I'm going to publish a funding book that will have 40 different loan types in it. I think maybe 40 or more different loan types that and they'll have the loan type, the description of the loan type, pros and cons, and qualifications and requirements of the loan, all within the book that'll be for purchase. And I'm using it as a lead gen to get more software sales. But yeah. I mean, funding is not an exact science. Funding is fluid because every client, every situation is different, right? Either their personal situation, their business situation is different. So it's not like, you can do some cookie cutter, but not exact, right? I've never had two funding deals that are the same. So I'm constant, but I have the information in my head that I can navigate by within a short period of time, have a few questions, ask client a few questions, and pretty much determine which type of loan that they can that suits them for their needs right now. Or and sometimes it's starting with an undesirable loan, for a while to get them into a position for a better loan that they can get more money, pay off the undesirable loan, and get the more preferred loan. Uh, so the strategy behind that stuff is in my head for doing this for so long. Okay, there is no, so it kind of comes with on the job training. But I'm gonna try to put some of this stuff in the certification course. Just a standard Q&A. If yes, this, if no, this, right? So you can ask like 3 to 5 questions, and then get predetermined which type of loan this client is more likely suited for based on the answers to the questions. That saves a ton of time in trying to figure it out, right? But also combining that with the scan, and then you got a blueprint. Okay, you qualify on paper for these, but do you qualify in reality when with all the requirements? The financials, the credit scores, the bank rating scores. You got there's that. You have to use all the tools, and then we have those business credit and personal credit scores imported into the software. That will be another tool that can solidify and hone in on the right loan product for the client. And then the software, you guys, you can do all the funding and unlimited scans, unlimited funding. We don't touch any of that. Only time you ever pay any additional money is when you order credits for your business credit clients. So if you got a client that's signed up for business credit, and you mark them as a paid client, you use a credit. And you get, with the annual plan, you get your first 5 credits included. Each additional credit is $150, whether it be a DIY or VIP client, but you can also buy them in bulk of 10 and 20. 10 credits is $1,250. 20 credits is $2,000. So now you got that 150 per client acquisition down to $100 if you do the 20 pack. Okay, but if you're selling the VIP for say $3,500 times 10 times 20, come on, you can do the math. Okay, can we control the sections after scan yet? Meaning, what is the client? Not yet. It's not done yet. It's on the vision board. It's in the list of a ton of updates. I've been reminding them of that on a frequent basis because I want it. And I'm also want the option to offer one or the other. I don't want to do VIP clients anymore because I don't have time. I want all my clients to be DIY, and so I'm working. That's on the board as well to make that optional for you to offer both of those versions of the software or one or the other. Okay, and then having the lock-it system for each of the sections in the client portal. So they're coming. Okay, they're coming. I know but it was a great idea that we didn't think about before until somebody brought it to our attention, and then somebody else brought the other one. About having an optional programs instead of mandatory both. But we got some really other one like with the big the credit imports or the business credit scores and the FICO 8 scores. That's a big project. We're updating the vendor things, right? And then we're adding actually business funding now. It's going to be as a concierge white glove outsourced funding for you guys. So meaning that if you want to use that service, right, it's not going to be an additional cost to you, but we're going to automate it so your pre-approved funding clients can go directly into us, and then one of my funding coaches will contact that client, but they will represent your company. They will call them as an employee of your company and close the loan and then pay you your commission and never be the wiser about business funding now, okay, or Black Label. So that's another big project that we have on that we're going to be rolling out, that to offer all private label users to outsource their funding and make money. Um, you know, and we're increasing the commission. Okay, so we're making it attractive to you. I'm not going to quote that right now, but it is higher than the standard commission that I'm offering now for affiliates. Okay, currently I'm offering 25%. So it's going to be higher than that. So you'll still make a substantial income, and you won't have to do any work, and your brand will be represented. Uh, so those are the things we're working on. Let me get the appointment link for those who need it. And then if there's any other questions, um, go ahead and type them in until I get this link here. Copy. Always some technology. All right, there's a lot of demo appointment link I just posted up there. That's the best way if you want just the discovery call. Got a few questions. Use the discovery call link. It's a shorter appointment time, and I'm happy to answer your questions. All right, guys. I didn't plan on going over an hour. I was only on doing 30 minutes, but listen. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and follow. And let's go ahead. Let's make 2023 a very profitable year. If you do not have the Black Label CRM, we do offer multiple plans. We have a monthly plan, we have an annual plan, we have a business builder plan, and then we also have financing as well. And let me go ahead and go over that really quickly with you guys. Um, if you do not have the software, so we go to blacklabelcrm.com, go to the pricing page. Okay, so we have the annual plan. The annual plan is $3,000, and that covers your setup in your first year. And then you get the 5 credits. You also get a demo account for your business, and you got unlimited access to the scan. Each additional credit is $150, or like I said, you can buy them in bulk. We have the monthly plan. So the $997 is your setup, and then $197 is your monthly. So the first invoice will be for $11.94. And you get your demo account, but you do not get any credits. Okay, and this is a 1-year contract. There is no financing on this option, but with that 1-year contract, then you can upgrade to the annual plan after 12 months if you want. And when it comes down to it, you're only paying like $200 or $300 more on this plan than this plan. Okay, but this is obviously the best value. And then we have the business builder. So the business builder is not only the software, but the setup, the automation tools. I cloned my system and I duplicated for you. So you can get a 5-page website if you want for business credit and business funding, but you'll get additional emails, text messages, my CRM, and social media posts, blogs, all that stuff. Basically, more plug and pay business in a box scenario. And this one is $10,000, and it's financing for the business builder and financing for the annual plan. You can click these buttons and apply for the financing, or just give me a call and we can do it over the phone. And we're good. All right. So, and then if you want to hire a VA, we still offer that service. So our VAs are trained in personal credit, business credit, and business funding, as well as they can do your social media sales, customer service, things like that. But one trained VA with business credit and business funding can manage approximately 25 to 30 VIP clients. For those VIP clients that you don't have to get your as a business owner's, time every week. A VA can, have scheduled coaching calls, and they're just going to walk them through the step, the hand holding and the babysitting that we do. I did it again, didn't I? I'm horrible about sharing my screen. All right, so this is where I was talking about the annual plan, the monthly plan, the business builder, and the VA. All right, the plan and the business builder are financing options are available. Down here, you'll see the credits for your business credit clients. Here's a business builder, more of a blueprint. I've added a few more things to that as well. Quite a few actually. A bunch of ebooks and templates and marketing tools and things like that. So you're going to get a really robust package for the builder. And actually, I think I'm going to offer a discount on this probably next week, kind of a Valentine's Day special discount on the annual plan and the business builder plan. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on Monday for Monday Fun Day, where I'll be going over a loan tip, funding products, and then next Friday, the next Black Label training. All right, thank you. You guys have a good day, great weekend. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I'm the funding coach. Peace.